Hi folks, welcome to a market recap. Today, we did not take a trade today, but we did have a setup later on a day, which was around 12:40. That's when we had a setup. And we did have a setup early on the day, but that setup did not follow trading gallon rules, so I did not take them. There's no legit highs as well. We didn't have the right number one, but everything must align. Anything times zero is always going to equal to zero. We must have everything aligned. And today, you can see we were bearish, we were correct. Let me show you guys the before math of this as well. Let me give you guys the before, which was given to the Discord right over here. As you guys know, I do not go live. I barely go live now, so the only way you're going to be able to catch my 90% accuracy is through the Discord. And this is the before math, and this is the after. Oh, like probably wondering, well, there's not a huge difference. There's a huge difference here, right? Big dump, which happened later on the day after the session. But that setup that happened after the session was valid. Why? First of all, we're very deep in the OTE. Second of all, we are making a top, and the London session left out an auto block. And as you guys know, bodies are a form of a total soup. What leaves an equal high, equal low, and what leaves a failure swing is rejection blocks and SMT. Rejection blocks leave out a equal highs, right? They're relatively equal, as well as you guys know, rejection blocks are a form of total soup. That's why you guys see me entering rejection blocks, making it count as a total soup, because bodies play a crucial role here, right? Just bodies and wicks. So that's why one of my entries are basically based out of fucking bodies alone, right? This right over here would have been my entry, but I did not take that trade because I wasn't in my trading desk, and the trade just went out quick without really waiting, and it hit out take profit relatively quick. And our CRT for that 15-minute order block was this candle right over here. That 21 o'clock candle was our CRT for this 1 a.m. And that was a beautiful trade. And as you guys know, usually when I enter my lunch trade, I usually wait till New York. That usually makes it. It usually makes all of the. That makes all of the. How can I say this? Manipulation happen, right? So we can have a clear goal after that, right? Without getting manipulated, unless New York does a New York reversal, but otherwise you will highly likely be in New York situation, like classic candles. Now, if I wondering, well, why did I not set a limit order over here? Because limit orders, the market maker does not like winners. They'll fuck up your position by a lot. And I entered one trade with 7 pip difference of an entry just through limit orders, right? That's some fuckery, which you guys want to avoid, because that 7 pip stop loss and the increase just because of spread, just because of the limit order, that's gonna fuck up your risk management. It's gonna fuck up your whole trade, right? Now you're losing much more. Now you need to go for a far take profit, further take profit in order for you to make the same amount, right? So that's why I did not set up a limit order. I was just waiting till a market taps it, but I was in my trading desk after the wall. And eventually market hit out take profit, which was a 5 RR, because today's Thursday, right? As you guys know, Thursday and Friday we go for realistic take profit. On this trade, we would have still actually been in the trade, because this trade is relatively going with the higher tip and drawn liquidity. So its setup would have still been in play until this 21 o'clock low. So it's going to be a 10-hour trade. But I wasn't in my trading desk, so I did not take it. And this setup right over here didn't deliver, you can see. And this setup, the short would have had taken, didn't even deliver, right? Because as you guys know, today we're going with the highest potential liquidity, which is the weekly time frame. Since we're going with the weekly time frame drawn liquidity, we're going to be going for just the CTH low of the candle we're entering. In this case, it would be this low, because the 21 o'clock is the CRT of the 1 a.m. Now, that's that. That's a pretty good trade, right? 10-hour trade, but unfortunately I wasn't in the market. But our goal is to get trades like this, right? And as I said before, registration blocks are a form of turtle soups. Now, let's go over the whole, you know, trade. I'll go over a whole day, right? So as I said, my higher time John was bearish. Weekly ERL back to IRL, a weekly CRT to the downside. We as well had a daily classic expansion profile. We had a consolidation reversal Thursday high of the week. We had a daily ERL to IRL. We had a daily CRT downside, as well as in lower time frame. We had a lower time frame market context and narrative. We had at that moment we had a daily range, premium discount, we're premium daily range. We're in the extreme side of the premium daily range, so we want to sell off. That's why that trade was very well and not to take, although it was outside the kill zone. As well as we had a range high, range low. How comes the range high? Weekly CRT, how comes the range low? Weekly CRT low. As well as we had a New York continuation. Let us submit the high of the day. So I'm looking for a New York continuation, which we did have right over there. As well as we have a 4 CRT, which is a 21 o'clock candle. As well as that's all we got. Right, that's enough for a specific trade. Now going down to lower time frame. At first, as I was looking for this and not that, until later on, I was looking for this 7 o'clock candle to be our CRT. Why not the 8 o'clock? Why not the 8 o'clock? Because 7 o'clock is still respected. It could be double purchase. So I was looking for the 7 o'clock high to get purged. And a lot of you guys wondering, well, why did you not pick the 8 o'clock? If you pick the 8 o'clock, give you guys 1 second. If you were to pick the 8 o'clock candle, you would have been, stopped out. Why? Although there was a bad high, but your CRT is not this candle. Your CRT is overall this candle. Why? Going to a higher time frame again. This is still our CRT because although the low got sweet first, but double purchases are, there could be double purchase. So this is our overall CRT. So this CRT high did not have a legit high. So we are ditching this candle, right? And our key level is order block, which overall it did not deliver at all because it broke out trading guideline rules, and eventually market rallied up after a small dump. Then tapped the resistance block and eventually dumped all the way down to a, right now currently it would have been a 10-hour trade. Unfortunately, I was in my trading desk that time because I can't do limit orders. I said before, they do a lot of fuckery with you. They fuck up your whole position, right? So I want to take, only market price, right? That's all I want to do. I only want to do market orders, right? I don't want to do limit orders because they fuck up. Even when I take profit, spreads will fuck you up because even with the my regulated broker, it says 1.8 pip spread, but with a limit order, it's probably way fucking more, right? They want to fuck up you up. They want to do some fuckery shit, right? And I fucking found out the hard way. And yeah, this is the market recap. And this was a missed trade recap as well. This is a missed trade recap as well for this trade. But I was in my trading desk at that time, so I did not, manage to take the trade. But that was a beautiful trade to take right over there to the downside to a 10-hour trade. Very beautiful. I'll probably see this getting tapped today, which it will because our journal liquidity is overall this Thursday low. So it will probably get met. And yeah. This is a trade recap. Very beautiful shorting opportunity. Today's a good lesson. As you guys know, what leaves at equal high, equal low is registration blocks and SMTs. What leaves a failure swing, registration block and SMTs. And as you guys know, registration blocks are a form of turtle soup. They're actually in the hierarchy of a turtle soup. And the only way you know it's a hierarchy of a turtle soup is if it's if it's combined with a auto block, then it's in a hierarchy of a total sweep, because usually, as you guys know, the higher end of a auto block are usually the biggest sensitive price points. And this is a trade recap and a missed trade recap. Is a missed trade recap right over here. Unfortunately missed it, but our goal overall in the future, inshallah, is to catch all of these, trades so we don't miss it out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Videos, like, comment, share, join the channel below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.